Immediately when I read this portion, I'm going to read it here. Even my close friend, whom I trusted, he who shared my bread has lifted up his heel against me. What did I The immediate thing that came into my mind is the same thing that happened with Jesus. Breaking of the bread, having that last supper, and then after he reveals that even someone there that was a part of the original 12 apostles, a part of the original group that he had with him, even one there was going to fall into temptation, was too, because it was time. It was that timing, right? And so, would go against him, go against Jesus. And so, and all that, we'll go over that in the New Testament. But immediately that came into my mind. David here is showing and saying all the way back, during the Old Testament, during years prior to, I believe correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, 16 generations, or I want to say it's 16 generations from Adam to David and David to Jesus. I'm not quite sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or what have you. But so many generations. So many generations prior to Jesus, David is giving us an example of something similar, and we can see this all throughout the Bible. I always say that we can see all throughout the Bible, including in the Old Testament, that things point to why we had to have a savior. Everything points to Jesus. And even example like this, something that he's saying a close friend had became his enemy, became the same one that broke bread with him, the same one. It says, who shared my bread has lifted up his heel against me. The same one who was sharing a meal and dipped, I believe it dipped their bread or dipped into the same bowl that Jesus was dipping into, betrayed him. So there's a lot here when it comes to even different places in the Bible. It also, we can think about things bringing past to present. Sometimes we can be hurt by someone close, whether they be family or friend, or someone close to us, a loved one. We can go through some things sometimes. So the thing to do, the guidance is to go to the Lord, to take it to the Lord and tell him and let the Lord take care of those situations, those issues. He can enlighten you. He can provide revelations to you. He can provide revelations or fix the issue whatever it may be, and provide us hope and comfort in those times, so that we know that the time that we have of that feeling of bad, a feeling of we're not good or something's wrong with us, or we're being persecuted for no reason. Though all of those things, all of those negative thoughts and those feelings are short. They're time limited, because joy comes in the morning. The Lord wants us to be joyful. The Lord wants us to be praising him and providing for us. And so he, at any moment, he wants us to communicate. He wants us to be with him, and have a relationship and have a journey with him. So there's a lot here, like sermon upon sermon. What kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?